Hey guys, real quick before we jump into the video, I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to something that a friend of mine by the name of Doomsday.exe is doing currently. He has been promoting donations to a friend of his in his neighborhood who's a young boy by the name of Mitch. Has recently been diagnosed with cancer, and his family has been hoping to receive some donations to help kind of pay for those treatments, and obviously hospital bills are expensive. So if you feel like donating, definitely, I'm leaving a link below down in the description. Go ahead and check that out. And definitely donate if you have a little something extra to spare. Everyone knows cancer is an awful thing to have to go through. So yeah, if you have a little bit of extra pocket change, definitely feel free to go ahead and throw that down there. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the video. Thanks for listening. Hello gentlemen and gentle ladies, my name is Sir Stanger, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Pyro update and some of the things that could potentially be holding it up. There are a lot of theories going around the community right now, and I wanted to go ahead and share a couple of my favorites and things that I think might actually be happening with holding up the upcoming Pyro update, and maybe what we can do about it. So every year since TF2 was released, we've been able to regularly expect at least one major update a year, usually sometime during the summer, and it was just something we could kind of always count on. Kind of like how I could always count on my grandpa to give me an orange for Christmas, which that's an actual thing. That's something that actually happens. Well, this year, I believe for the very first time, we've been let down by Valve, and we have not received a major update in at least 365 days, which is quite a length of time to go without a major update to the game, I must say. Even my general optimism is having a bit of a hard time staying true. With Valve giving absolutely no hint as to when the update is supposed to drop or when they're planning on dropping it, we don't really know when to expect this update. We were told hopefully sometime this summer, but the end of the summer is rapidly approaching, and many people have already gone back to school. So the major question on everyone's mind now is, what gives? Why is it taking so long for the update to come out? Obviously, there must be some sort of hiccup beyond just having a small team that's preventing the update from coming out. After all, they've given us predictions before in the past, and they've all since flown by. We've not seen the update come out during any of the predicted times that the team has ever sort of hinted at. So what's the plan here, guys? Well, I think there might be a few different possibilities as to why the update hasn't come out yet, and I'm not entirely sure if any of these are true. These are obviously all speculation, but these are some things that I believe could potentially be causing the update to be delayed. Number one, the team gave up. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock out the one that I think is the least likely right off the bat. While I don't think that the Team Fortress 2 development team has given up on the game just yet, it is possible that they just kind of stopped making it for whatever reason. This could be due to a shortage of manpower, due to a shortage of time, or maybe just a shortage of motivation. It can be really hard to stay motivated on making a 10-year-old game when all your coworkers are working on stuff that's... What am I kidding? They're not working on anything! Number two, the update isn't finished. Now, I know what you're thinking. Of course the update isn't finished. It hasn't been published yet, you idiot. Well, what I mean by that is that from a technical standpoint, the update isn't ready to ship. They might be looking for, or maybe have already found and are trying to fix game-breaking bugs that this new update's gonna introduce. Maybe they feel they haven't done quite enough internal testing with the new updated stats and the new Pyro weapon to really make sure that they have the stats just right. It's also possible that stuff not related to the actual in-game update isn't ready to ship. Something like the new SFM short, or maybe some of the art that's going to be used along with the update. Now, granted, I never said these were good reasons that the update is delayed, but it is possible that this is something that's holding it up. Now, if this is the case, there's not really a whole lot we can do about it other than just kind of sit on our hands and wait and hope the update comes out soon. Or maybe just email Valve telling them how much you can't wait to spend money on them. That might speed things up. Number three, we're waiting on community-created content. Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like this is probably the most likely situation that we're currently in. In a very recent blog post the Team Fortress team posted to the Team Fortress website, they did say that they're working on finishing up the update, but they don't know when it's going to be done. This, to me, would indicate that there's something about the update that they don't have a whole lot of control of themselves that they're currently waiting on before they can actually launch it. Now, again, all of this is obviously just speculation, but in my personal opinion, I feel like Valve is waiting for the community map makers and the other people who are helping make content for this update to help finish their portion of the job or polish it up or whatever, get whatever they need done so that the update can be finished and packaged before they can actually ship the update, because I do have a feeling that it's still going to make up the majority of the update, all of the community created stuff. This would make sense because the Valve TF2 team is really small. They can only do so much of the work themselves, and they've only really been working on one map to our knowledge. We know one map is going to be made that's brand new from Valve, and the rest of it we are pretty sure is just going to be coming from the community, and maps and shit like that are not that easy to make. I dare you to try. Now, because I am of this mindset that we're currently waiting on community members and not the Valve Team Fortress team themselves, I am feeling a little bit more patient about waiting for the update because I do want to make sure this update is as good as possible. Valve has been communicating with us a bit more for this update than they traditionally have been in the past, and that much I can appreciate, that every once in a while they are kind of doing a little bit of a community check-in. This doesn't, however, make all of this behavior acceptable, and while I did say that they're checking in more often, they're still not checking in anywhere nearly enough. They need to be constantly letting us know what's going on, and while no, I don't really know if I want a solid release date for the Pyro update, at the very least, I would appreciate it if they would just come out and say, hey, we're getting super close, don't worry about it, the update's going to be done before, I don't know, just set a general time. Like, before the end of the year? Can we expect it before then? I certainly hope so. And I know they want to keep the release date a bit of a secret, so that way they can surprise us all with it when they actually do launch it, but I think we can all agree this isn't exactly the best way to go about it. Number 4, they don't want to overshadow community-made events. Especially during the summer, the Team Fortress 2 community is insanely active, and especially over these last few weeks, we've seen a whole bunch of different activities and events coming from the Team Fortress 2 community, and it's entirely possible that the Valve team doesn't want to overshadow these events by releasing an update just before they happen. This would also make it difficult for them to actually tell us any information about the update, saying something like, we're just waiting for you people to stop doing stuff on weekends so that way we can actually release this update and not overshadow your event. Obviously, then we would know exactly when the update was coming out because it'd be the very first, like, weekend that we weren't having any sort of major events in the Team Fortress community. While this theory does seem fairly likely, and I would believe it if that was actually what was happening, I don't believe this is currently the thing that's actually holding Valve back. So, but you know, take that with a grain of salt and definitely let me know what you think about that one down in the comments. Number 5, they don't want to release weapon balance changes in the middle of a competitive season. To me, this seems perfectly reasonable. I can totally understand the idea of not changing up the rules and the balance of a game during the middle of a competitive season in which people rely on knowing those different rules and balances. Especially since so many big community competitive events happen during the summer, I can imagine them trying to postpone the update until after some of these happen. And with how drastic the balance is likely to change within the game after the Pyro update, it'd be kind of like trying to go to a chess competition and them asking where your pool floaties are. This is fairly commonplace in other games of a competitive nature also, where if they're planning on releasing some sort of large balance update either to, like, say, one character or even the whole game, they usually wait to do it until after all major competitions are over, so that way you don't have to worry about that change happening in the middle of a season. Granted, I think this could result in some pretty hilarious moments happening during a live competition, but I can understand why they wouldn't want to do that. Anyway, you guys, those are some of the major theories that I've seen floating around the community as to why it's taking so long for the Pyro update. Honestly, I don't know how much I believe any one of them. I know that I definitely feel like it's probably because they're waiting on community content, but that also might not be the case. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say about it down in the comment section, so please let me know what you think down there. I'm curious to think if you guys have any new ideas that I hadn't thought of or I haven't seen written down already, but definitely please let me know. I received a ton of item donations since my last video. I wanted to thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. And especially a big shout out to Chillin' Pop, who donated a strange psychedelic slugger, minimal wear. Man, I've been looking for one of those. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys really are just the best that anyone could possibly ask for. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and sticking around and just constantly checking out my content. I really appreciate it. And these donations mean the absolute world to me. I just hope you guys know that. Also, my Patreon supporter, Red Rocket, gets a special message in this video, and he wants me to say, "We've awoken the hive." Anyway, you guys, like I said, please let me know what you think down in the comment section if you like this video, what you thought about the topic and everything like that. And with that, let's keep the internet classy. I'll see you then.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place.
My name is Sir Stanger. Hello. My name is Sir Stanger. Hello. My name is Sir Stanger. Hello.
Can I have the attention of the internet?
My name
for 1 second?
My name is Sir Stanger.